स्क्रीन दिख रहा है? हेलो?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will discuss about this maximum power transfer theorem. Maximum transfer theorem. So this theorem is basically applicable to both AC and DC networks. Basically all the theorems are applicable to AC and DC networks. So according to this theorem, when applied to a DC network, suppose DC network, so the statement can be given in this way: a load will abstract maximum power from a network when the load resistance is equal to the internal resistance of the network when viewed from the output terminal. That is, suppose if we have a DC network in which we have a voltage source of magnitude V and its own resistance as a small r, and these are the two output terminals A and B, across which there is a load resistance connected having resistance value of RL, and let us consider this resistance as capital R. So we can write the statement in this way: a resistive load, that is RL, a resistive load will abstract or draw maximum power from a circuit when the load resistance, here we have considered it as RL, is equal to the resistance of the circuit when viewed or calculated from the output terminals. And in this process, how to calculate the total resistance? By considering the same assumption with all the sources removed or replaced by their internal resistance, right? So in this case, suppose we have considered here RL as the load resistance. So the maximum power RL will draw when RL will be equal to the total resistance of the network. So you can see that the total resistance of the network is how much? A small r plus capital R, where a small r is the internal resistance of the battery or EMF source, right? So you can consider this small r plus capital R as internal resistance, that is Ri, which is equal to a small r plus capital R. So you can prove this statement also. So for that, you will have to calculate the power consumed by the load resistance, that is RL. So let us consider PL as the power, and if current I is flowing through this RL, so PL, that is power consumed by the load, will be how much? I square RL, right? Where I will be equal to how much? V by R plus capital R plus RL. That is V by Ri plus RL. Right. So put the value of I here. So you will get PL is equal to V square by Ri plus RL square RL. So now, how to calculate the maximum and minimum value of any variable? Suppose here variable, we have a variable as PL, that is power consumed by the load resistance. So depending upon the magnitude of the RL, your PL will also change. So for PL, therefore, for PL to be maximum, क्या होगा? dPL by dRL should be equal to 0. So you calculate this dPL by dRL and equate it to 0 and tell me what you are getting. Calculate करो, differentiate करो PL को RL के respect में, and then you tell me what condition you are getting. क्या आ रहा है बताओ? So if we differentiate, this V is basically constant, which is the magnitude of EMF source. So this will be 1 by Ri plus RL square, then plus RL, ये क्या आएगा? अगर इसको लिखते हैं Ri plus RL to the power minus 2, so then you will get minus 2 divided by Ri plus RL to the power minus 3, that is Ri plus RL cube, and this should be equal to 0. So V square by Ri plus RL square can be taken as common. This will be 1 minus 2 RL by Ri plus RL. कितना आ रहा है बताओ?
ये आ रहा है सर V स्क्वायर इंटू RI माइनस RL अपॉन RI प्लस RL का होल क्यूब.
Okay. So now we can write 1 minus 2 RL by Ri plus RL will be equal to 0, or Ri plus RL minus 2 RL is equal to 0. So from here you can write Ri will be equal to RL. That is, Ri is your total internal resistance, which we have considered as small r plus capital R. That is small r plus capital R is equal to RL. So this is the condition for maximum power transfer through this load resistance RL, right? So now you can also calculate the value of the maximum power, right? So PL max will be equal to, अब इसमें जो है रख दो V square by 4 R I square into Ri. So V square by 4 Ri. ये हो गया तुम्हारा मैक्सिमम वैल्यू which can be transferred to the load resistance RL, right? Where V is the magnitude of the voltage source or EMF source, right? Now, when this theorem is applied to AC networks, AC network में अगर इसको apply करते हैं theorem को, so you know that in AC circuit we have impedance in place of resistance, right? So impedance of the circuit is written in this form, R plus jx, where R is the resistance and x is the reactance of the circuit, right? So here you will have ZL in place of RL. So suppose it is RL plus jXL, and for the internal resistance part or impedance part, you will have ZI in place of RI, which will be equal to RI plus jXI. So for maximum power transfer, the condition is that your modulus of ZL, that is impedance, load impedance, should be equal to the modulus of the total internal impedance, right? This is the condition, means the maximum power transfer will take place when this condition will occur, right? That is modulus of the load impedance is equal to the modulus of the internal impedance of the network, right? Now, if this is about the magnitude we are talking, because you know that modulus, whenever we take modulus of any system, then that will be just a magnitude. But if we have to consider the sign also, suppose if as we have considered Zi is equal to suppose Ri plus Jxi, and Zl is equal to RL plus Jxl. So the maximum power transfer will occur when your ZL, or if we write in terms of the resistance and inductance of the circuit, then both these should be complex conjugate to each other, right? जैसे कि तुम्हारा RL plus JXL जो होगा, the maximum power transfer will occur when load impedance RL plus JXL जो होगा, that will be your complex conjugate, or you can write that ZL is equal to ZI. This one is the condition. So RL plus JXL should be equal to RI minus JXL, right? So if you will take modulus, then you will get the same thing, right? That is mod ZL will be equal to mod ZI. So this is the condition, right? Now try to understand this theorem with the help of one example. ये भी प्रूफ किया जा सकता है, ये जो तुम्हारा है, ये कंडीशन जो आ रहा है ये दोनों एसी नेटवर्क के केस में, यू कैन ऑल्सो डू दैट. फॉर दैट यू विल हैव टू कंसीडर ए वोल्टेज सोर्स इन दिस फॉर्म. जैसे कि डीसी के केस में तो सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड लेके कंसीडर हो गया, तो हेयर एंगल विल ऑल्सो कम इन केस ऑफ एसी. Suppose 0 degree or any reference value will be given, and you will have this impedance. This is a symbol of impedance, suppose Zi, and across the output terminal you have the load impedance connected. This is ZL. So find out the condition for maximum power transferred through this impedance, external impedance or load impedance. So by following the same procedure as we have done in case of DC network, you can obtain the condition, right? So now let us consider one example, simple example. Here we have a voltage source, and then some combination of resistances. this is your A, this is B, and this is 15 volt, 3, 3, 2, 1, this is RL. So find RL such that maximum possible power will be transferred to RL. ठीक है. Also find the value of maximum power. ये कैलकुलेट करो. RL क्या होगा? And also PL max. बताओ कितना आता है? क्या करना होगा हम लोगों को? हम लोगों को इस सर्किट को इस फॉर्म में पहले रिप्रेजेंट करना होगा. Then directly you can say that RL, when RL will be equal to the total internal resistance, then maximum power transfer will occur. तो कैसे हम लोग करते हैं? किसी भी सर्किट को हम लोग थेवेनिन इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट से जब रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, तो मान लो कि ये होता है ऐसा सर्किट V थेवेनिन, and then you have an internal resistance which is known as R Thevenin, and across these two output terminals A and B you will connect this load resistance RL. So when RL will be equal to RTH, so maximum power can be transferred through load resistance RL. So first of all, your objective should be to draw the Thevenin equivalent circuit of this network, right? या फिर तुम और कुछ अगर करना चाहते हो, किसी और तरीके से कर सकते हो, तो वो भी कर सकते हो. क्या यहाँ पे सोर्स ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करके किया जा सकता है क्या? ये बताओ. हेलो, हेलो.
यस सर.
चलो कल
Yes, sir.
कैलकुलेट करो. दोनों दोनों तरीके से करो. पहले मान लो थेवेनिन इक्विवेलेंट निकालो क्या आता है. तो in Thevenin equivalent, what we do, we calculate the open circuit voltage across the output terminal. तो उस केस में सर्किट अगर ड्रॉ करेंगे, this is your 15 volt, 3, 3, and here 2, यहाँ 1 है, and this is your output terminal AB. So this is your 2, 1, 3, 3, right? तो बताओ VAB कितना होगा? VAB will be basically your V Thevenin. तो कुछ करंट मान लो इधर फ्लो कर रहा है I, so I will be equal to 15 divided by 6, 5/2 ampere. Then VA V will be equal to 3 into I, that is 5/2, 15/2 volt, that is 7.5 volt. No current is flowing through this 2 ohm and 1 ohm resistor, therefore no voltage drop will take place due to this open circuit terminal A and B. Only the drop will be across the resistor 3 ohm. So drop across 3 ohm resistor will be equal to your Thevenin equivalent voltage. And for calculating the R Thevenin, you have to just short circuit the voltage source. So in that case, this 3 ohm and 3 ohm will be connected in parallel. So equivalent will be 1.5, and then 2, 1.5, and 1 is connected in series. So equivalent will be 2, 1.5 and 1, that is 4.5 ohm. ठीक है, ये सबको कैलकुलेट कर लिए ये. So for maximum power transfer, your RL will be equal to RTH, which is 4.5 ohm. ठीक है. Therefore, if you want to calculate PL maximum, then we have already calculated PL maximum is V square by 4RI or 4RL, V square by 4RL or RI, both are equal. RL is equal to RI. So suppose RTH, this will be RTH here. V is already given 15, so 15 square by 4 into 4.5. So this will be your value of maximum power across the load resistor. ये समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, so in this way you can solve any electrical circuit using maximum power transfer theorem. There may be n number of examples. So now we will talk about this power transfer
sir.
efficiency. हाँ, हेलो
हेलो सर.
Yes.
ये जो हमने सर इसका केस लेके सॉल्व किया था सर, इसमें तो एक स्मॉल आर था और एक कैपिटल आर था, बट यहाँ पे सर मतलब बहुत सारे रेजिस्टर हैं, तो मतलब सर बहुत सारे कॉम्बिनेशन बन जाएंगे सर, एक छोटा रेजिस्टेंस और फिर बाकी दूसरा बड़ा रेजिस्टेंस लेने के लिए. तो सर
नहीं,
मतलब
क्या बोल रहे हो? बोलो.
सर जैसे कि हमने जो केस लिया था स्टैंडर्ड केस में, एक स्मॉल आर था, एक कैपिटल आर और एक फिर आर एल था, राइट. तो सर इसमें और इसमें सर 4 रजिस्टर हैं सर, मतलब स्मॉल आर, कैपिटल आर और आर एल के सर काफ़ी सारे केसेस बन सकते हैं ना, मतलब कि अगर एक 1.5 ओम वाला स्मॉल आर हुआ और बाकी 3 कैपिटल आर हुआ, या फिर मतलब ऐसे करके.
ठीक है, इसमें ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि देखो, जो हम लोग बेस सर्किट लेके चले, here small r is your internal resistance of the voltage source if it is mentioned. तो यहाँ पे जो है इस एग्जांपल में यहाँ पे इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस कुछ मेंशन नहीं किया हुआ है आर का, सॉरी वोल्टेज सोर्स का. आइडियली द इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस शुड बी 0 फॉर एनी वोल्टेज सोर्स. So in this circuit it is not mentioned, right? That's why there may be n number of conditions for the total internal resistance of the circuit. That's why we have calculated the Thevenin equivalent circuit, because we know that in case of Thevenin equivalent circuit, any electrical network can be represented by a voltage source connected in series with the equivalent resistance of that circuit, that is R Thevenin. So in this case you will have only one resistor connected in series with the voltage source, right? Equivalent voltage source. ये थेवेनिन लगाने का यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्टिव ही यही था, to avoid the different possibilities of the resistances, internal resistances. So this R Thevenin will be your total internal resistance of the circuit when viewed from the two open circuited output terminals. ठीक है.
तो सर तो सवाल मतलब देख के सर पहले से कैसे पता चलेगा कि थेवेनिन लगाना है या फिर मतलब सोर्स कन्वर्जन? तो जैसे सोर्स कन्वर्जन से भी सर आंसर आ ही जाता है.
अच्छा, मान लो कि इसमें अगर सोर्स कन्वर्जन, तुमको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि कौन सा मेथड लगाने से इजीली जो है सो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा. सपोज यहाँ अगर हम सोर्स कन्वर्जन टेक्निक लगाते हैं तो उससे भी ट्राई करके देखो एक बार. तो चलो ट्राई करो. जैसे ये वोल्टेज सोर्स है, दिस वोल्टेज सोर्स कैन बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू ए करंट सोर्स, राइट? तो
Yes,
उसको हम लोग फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं, देखते हैं इससे होता है कि नहीं होता है. I will be equal to V by R, so this will be 5 ampere, and this 3 ohm will be connected in parallel. Again here we have a 3 ohm already connected in the circuit. Here we have the two output terminals. ठीक, this is 2, this is 1, 3, 3. So this 3 and 3 is connected in parallel. So the combination will be 1.5. So now we have a circuit where we have a 5 ampere current source. Then you have 1.5 ohm resistor. यहाँ पे कौन सा था?
सर एक जगह 2 ओम और एक जगह 1 ओम था।
हाँ, यहाँ पे है 2 और नीचे में 1. 2, 1. This is your output terminal AB. Now again you can convert this current source to a voltage source. तो इसको भी try कर लो एक बार, convert करो. So V will be equal to 5 into 1.5. That is 7.5 volt. This is your 1.5. This is your 2. This is your 1. This is A. This is B. ये है 2. तो यहां से भी हो जाएगा देखो. और ए बी के क्रॉस क्या कनेक्टेड है? तुम्हारा आर एल कनेक्टेड है. तो द टोटल resistance, these three resistance are basically connected in series, 1 ohm, 1.5 ohm and 2 ohm. So the equivalent will be how much? 4.5 ohm 5, and this is your load resistance RL. The same thing you are getting. Now for maximum power transfer through this load resistance RL should be equal to the total internal impedance or resistance of the circuits, which is 4.5 ohm. यही आ रहा था ना पिछले केस में भी? Yes.
यस सर
You will, by solving, जितना सर्किट सॉल्व करोगे उससे तुमको ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग खुद में आना चाहिए कि which method we should apply, I should apply in order to solve the circuit with lesser computational burden, right? तो दोनों इसमें इजीली किया जा सकता है, सोर्स ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन भी और थेवेनिन भी. ठीक है?
यस सर.
So now we will see this power transfer efficiency. Power transfer efficiency. So if PL, we have considered PL as the power supplied to the load, and that is power supplied to load, resistance मान लो RL है load का, and let us consider PT is the total power supplied by the source, voltage source or EMF source, जो V वोल्ट का EMF source है. So PT is the total power supplied by that voltage source. So if we define the power transfer efficiency, therefore power transfer efficiency can be written as the ratio of output power divided by the total input power. This is the definition of efficiency or expression of efficiency. कितना आउटपुट पावर मिल रहा है और टोटल इनपुट पावर कितना हम सप्लाई कर रहे हैं. The ratio of that is known as the power transfer efficiency for any system, for any circuit, right? So now suppose if we have a load resistance RL and PL as the power supplied by the load and PT as the total power input by the source, then P हेलो हेलो, आवाज आ रही है?
यस सर, अब आ रही है सर आवाज, सर चली गई थी अभी।
ओके ओके ओके. So if we now write the expression of this power transfer efficiency, so it is the ratio of PL and PT, where PL is your IL square RL, and PT is basically your total input power, which will have two components: the transferred power across the load plus the internal power in the circuit, that is I L square RI. जो RI हम लोग कंसीडर किए थे, RI is equal to a small r plus capital R, right? So the power across that internal resistance RI. So from here you can further write this expression as RL divided by RL plus RI. Right? Or in this way, 1 by 1 plus Ri divided by RL. Right? So if we plot this characteristics of power transfer efficiency with respect to the load resistor or load resistance, that is, here on the y-axis we have efficiency, and here we have the value of load resistance. So this type of characteristics is obtained, right? So you can see that from here, when this the maximum value of this efficiency may be unity, that is 1, and when it will occur, when RL is ideally very large or infinity value, so in that case n will be 1 maximum. तो जो ये value है, so this is 1, and the maximum value will occur when RL is ideally infinity, right? ठीक है? And when RL is equal to RI, that is when load resistance is equal to the internal resistance, total internal resistance of the circuit. So in that case, you can see that how much ये efficiency कितना होगा? 1 by
1/2.
2. So if we calculate the percentage efficiency, then it will be just 50%. Right? So at maximum power transfer, you will have the maximum efficiency equal to 50%. ठीक है? ये वैल्यू 0.5 होगा, and at this point your Ri is equal to RL. So you can see that at maximum power transfer, at maximum power transfer efficiency, percentage efficiency just 50%, right? That's why this method is not actually an efficient method, ठीक है, ड्यू टू लेसर इफिशियंसी. तो किसी भी इलेक्ट्रिकल सर्किट में जो है, it means that under maximum power transfer condition, the power transfer efficiency is only 50%, right? Therefore this method is not applicable in any electrical circuit, whereas तो कहाँ पे इसका एप्लीकेशन होता है ज्यादा? जहां पे पावर ट्रांसफर जो है उतना मायने नहीं रखता है. जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल you can consider one real time system as the communication applications, where power transfer is not of that importance, right? So it is mainly used in communication applications, right? क्योंकि 50% energy you can see that it is just wasted, right? So this is about the maximum power transfer theorem. So you can solve the different questions related to this. Now, last topic in this chapter we will discuss, which is delta to a star transformation or conversion. डेल्टा को स्टार में, स्टार को डेल्टा में कन्वर्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं, that we will see. So first of all, let me tell you that any three-phase electrical circuit can be represented in two forms. First one is the delta configuration and the second one is your star configuration. So how to represent that? So let us see. This is your delta representation. Suppose this is 1 and this is 2, this is 3, and if these are the values, R1, 2, this will 1, 2, 3, so R2, 3, and this is R, suppose 3, 1, right? And in case of a star connection, in this way we can represent the three-phase network. ये मान लो फर्स्ट पॉइंट है, this is your second, this is your third, and this is your neutral point, right? So this is your star representation and this is your delta representation. So let us consider this resistance as R1, R2, R3. तो जैसे कि तुम लोगों को पता है कि in three phase system there are three phases, right? जैसे कि practically अगर हम लोग बात करें तो RYB phase होता है. If it is connected in a star, then it is your suppose red phase, yellow phase, blue phase. So any electrical circuit can be represented either in a star or delta, right? So we can convert the star configuration to delta and delta to a star, right? Both can be done. तो इसका जरूरत क्यों पड़ता है? Why it is required? Why the conversion is required? Again, to reduce the complexity or solve the circuit with lesser computational burden, right? So these two arrangements, star and delta, will be electrically equivalent if the resistance as measured between any 2 points, suppose 1 and 2, is same in both the arrangements. कहने का मतलब ये है कि सपोज अगर डेल्टा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन हम लोग कंसीडर कर रहे हैं and if we calculate the resistance, equivalent resistance between suppose point 1 and 2, phase 1 and 2, then in both the condition, जैसे डेल्टा के केस में जो आएगा तुम्हारा R12 and in case of a star what we will get R12, both should be equal. Only in that condition we can replace these two circuits, right? So first of all, let us consider the delta connection between point 1 and 2, जो ही हम लोगों ने बोला 1 और 2 point. So there are two parallel paths you can see, one having a resistance of R12, this R12, and in another parallel path you will have a resistance of R combination of R31 plus R23, right? तो अगर R12 के क्रॉस हम लोग कैलकुलेट करते हैं इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस, between 1 and 2 terminals, then it will be equal to R12 in parallel with R23 plus R31 divided by R12 plus R23 plus R31. ये समझ में आया कैसे हो रहा है? ये और ये सीरीज में कनेक्टेड है, तो इक्विवेलेंट विल बी R31 plus R23, and the equivalent resistance of these two combinations is connected in parallel with R12. So that's why we have calculated in this way, right? समझ में आया? Now if we consider the star connection, then what is the resistance, equivalent resistance between terminal 1 and 2? This is R1 plus R2. So this should be equal to R1 plus R2. ये condition है between terminal 1 and 2 in both star and delta configuration. So we can convert delta to star only if this condition is fulfilled across terminal 1 and 2. So similarly, you will have to find the conditions for the remaining two cases. Suppose for terminal 2 and 3, if we calculate the equivalent resistance between terminal 2 and 3, तो क्या होगा in case of delta? Here R23 will be connected in parallel with R31 plus R12. So the equivalent between 2 and 3 will be, in case of delta, it will be R23 R12 plus R31 divided by R23 plus R12 plus R31, and this should be equal to R2 plus R3. ये समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है सबको? हेलो,
Yes sir,
हेलो,
yes sir, yes sir, yes
हाँ,
sir.
ठीक है. And similarly, if we calculate it across terminal 1 and 3, तो 1 3 के across क्या आएगा बताओ? Here R31 will be connected in parallel combination of R12 plus R23. So across 1 and 3, R31 R12 plus R23 divided by R31 plus R12 plus R23, and this should be equal to R1 plus R3, right? So using these three equations, you can solve these three equations, and then you can get the value of R1, R2 and R3. R1, R2, R3 क्या है? The value of resistance of each phase in star connected network, right? तो ये सॉल्व करोगे तो R1, R2, R3 मिल जाएगा. तो R1 you will get R12 R31, ये सॉल्व करके देख लेना तुम लोग. R12 plus R23 plus R31, and R2 you will get R23 R12 by R12 plus R23 plus R31, and similarly you will get R3 as R31 R23 divided by 12 plus R23 R31. ठीक है?
हेलो सर, हेलो सर.
हाँ, यस.
सर हमारी सर अभी ऑफलाइन क्लास है सर. टैगोर से जाने में सर टाइम लगता है यहाँ पे सर, 15 मिनट के आसपास लगता है सर.
चलो ठीक है, तो यही हो गया. इसी तरह से सॉल्व कर लेना तुम लोग इसको, और डेल्टा से स्टार भी कन्वर्जन देख लेना. बाकी ये पीपीटी जितना भी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है इस चैप्टर में, आई विल शेयर दैट. ठीक है? सो आई विल एंड दिस मीटिंग नाउ.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू.